Well now, children, tonight old Uncle Tom gonna tell you the real true story.
I'm in the presence of hip-hop royalty right now. I'm sitting here with one of the dopest MCs to ever touch a mic. Ras Kass, how are you?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing good, man, doing good. Thanks for joining us. Who are some of the people you grew up listening to, music-wise?
I wasn't a big music person, so
Okay.
it didn't kick in until it kicked in, and
That's interesting.
yeah, I remember them playing everything. I remember hearing Egyptian Lover and the Wrecking Crew and the Battle Ram and Too Short and and kind of like old NWA and all that stuff, but it didn't kick in until like it became a theme song later for me. Like I retroactively relearned all those songs. Like this shit is dope. Later, when it kicked in, it probably was
When did it kick in?
I don't know. I was probably like in 6th grade or something.
Yeah. What was the song that did it, or what
I don't have a particular. I just know that KRS-One stood out so much, and then it was like, oh shit, KRS-One, fucking Public Enemy, Slick Rick, fucking like this shit dope. Then I was like, damn, fucking Too Short. I was sleeping, and and fucking EPMD and Biz Markie. It just all flooded like Big Daddy Kane. And as soon as I like got aware, I went backwards. I was like, this shit is popping. And it probably was, it was probably a combination of all those records, but KRS-One stood out highly to me because he was saying this history shit. You must learn. It was just different. I had never, my parents, my dad was a police officer, so there wasn't no Malcolm X books hanging around our house. So to have, by any means necessary, I bought that album and didn't know what the cover was until later in life to understand how in depth and brilliant this hip hop shit could be. So
Interesting.
Yeah, for me it was dope to it was dope to learn that I had overlooked a lot.
When did you decide to actually pick up a pen and say, you know what, I think I want to do this?
I forgot to shout out LL Cool J too because he was bad.
Go for
I
it.
think he's bad.
That was one of the ones?
but I think I don't remember what song it was, but it was people in the neighborhood that rapped. There was a dude, Rap Capone, Dante. Dante was like the pretty boy nigga. He had the fade, huff, tattoos. He probably went to jail a lot, but he was always respectful, cool. All the girls liked him. I was like, so as a little nigga, I'm like, yo, I want to be like Dante because that nigga cool. And his name was Rap Capone. That's when niggas still had the Italian gang names even in LA. So and he always had the big radio. And he always, he was always super cool with me. Like, baby John, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I was like, basically that's who I idolized. So I looked up to him. Like, I want to be like him. I would assume back then he probably wasn't much more than like 17, 18. Probably not even, but when you like 10, 11, I'm like, man, he cool. Like,
cool as hell.
Girls
Yeah.
like him, he cool as hell. Like, I want to be like that. And we had not we. So the older kids had a clique. They had, the 99 East Side Hustlers because we lived on 99th Street.
Okay.
99th.
Is that's a gang?
No,
or
it's
just a hood?
Just a clique.
Clique.
The gangs are Grape Street, 7 East Coast, Crip, and Front Street, Watts. Those are the hoods in our area. And so, like Spider Loc is from 9-7, East Coast, Crip. And then obviously it's, dudes from Grape. But not everybody bangs. So sometimes you just grew up in the neighborhoods and just doing what you're doing and kind of oblivious of it all until somebody gets hurt. But
99 Hustlers was the...
Well, they made a clique.
Okay.
And the Denied Service shut that shit down. But long story short, I remember it's like, yeah, we the 99 East Side Hustlers, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were clicked, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna write the rap. I was gonna write the theme song. So I went home and I wrote the 99 East Side Hustler rap. And I used to remember some of it. It was horrible.
I would love to hear a bar. I would love to hear a bar.
I don't know it, man. I wish I used to have that piece of paper, man.
It's all good.
But I feel like I went back and tried to say it to a couple of them, and I'm like, I thought I was gonna like say the best shit ever, and everybody's gonna like, yeah, you're the best, you're the coolest dude. And then I just it wasn't popping. I feel like I didn't tell everybody, but whoever I told it to was like, nah. So I do remember writing a whack ass rap, and then that was it. That was it. I just was a fan for the most part. I was like, yo, this shit is dope. I'm not a rapper. Yeah, man, I've been.
When did you notice things started kind of gaining traction? You started getting a little buzz.
I mean, I wasn't trying to rap. I was drawing, man.
Okay.
So I went from gymnastics, because that's hood shit, flipping, and it was breakdancing, there was gymnastics, niggas walking on their hands. So I was always gymnastic, like everybody else around us. We were all gymnastic, and especially, I wouldn't say especially in the neighborhood. I would assume most neighborhoods, because everybody's outside, and who the fastest, who could throw the furthest, who could jump the highest. It was that sports, and just hood sports, like whatever. So I drew, and then I danced, and I got around 7th grade is when. About 7, 8, maybe 8th grade is when I really started dancing. I was like getting popular, because I was gymnastic. I could flip off walls and shit. So like 8th, 9th, and really like 10th grade. 10th grade, I went to school for the arts. I realized I didn't want to go to school for the arts, for drawing, and then. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to just switch back into, I want to go to public school, so then I went to school in Carson. By then, I guess I was, maybe 9th, maybe, it was probably 9th grade. Bird's, my homeboy Bird, who would go on to help me produce my first album, and we started this journey together. Bird's sister was dating this dude from K-Day, like Legend and shit. And so
who's that?
Battle Cat.
Oh,
so
DJ Battle Cat.
We would bother. I had a turntable. I had a technique. I don't know how I got a technique. I don't know how I got it. Oh yeah, because I was dancing and I started booking commercials. So I did a couple of like real commercials and really getting paid on some acting shit.
Oh, okay.
So I was kind of fucking with that, and I had a Technique 1200, which was 15 whatever. But I was getting these checks as a kid, so I was already on. So like, fuck, I want to do the acting and the TV shit because it's bread. And the dancer was giving me like the platform to get into it, and I had booked, like I said, 2 gigs already. And so Bird had a sampler, a mixer with a sampler. His mom was moving to Atlanta. He had a step-pops that were pretty abusive to him. He didn't want to go. I bribed my mother and paid his rent for him to stay with me.
So Harlem, man. Harlem. I be in Harlem, man. The only thing moving, man. Even the game mob. Yup. 40th. Harlem.